Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. We are making off-cut scrapbooks today. These are, I've been making traveler's notebooks, inserts, and I just have like a bunch of scrappy paper here. So I thought what would be really fun is to do some micros. Now a micro in the Midori Traveler's Notebook world is like, I think it's 3 by 4. Hang on a second. We'll see. Yeah, micro is 3 inches this way, 4 inches this way. And I'm not even going to get out the paper cutter. I think what I'm going to do is just take some scrappy bits and start making little scrapbooks with the bits, my offcuts that I've got going over here. I have not done any kind of how-to or a tutorial. I don't do tutorials because I really never exactly know what I'm doing or where it's going to go or how it's going to land or how it's going to take off or anything like that. And this is like a prime example. So let's just see what we have done here. I have my 3x4 micro insert notebook, and I've just started filling it with like little scrappy bits. We've got a bit of index card here, along with some cardstock, along with some small pieces of 70-pound drawing paper. And my thought is to one, two, three, four, 5, is to maybe fill them with 10 sheets of paper. I don't know how this is going to go. So I've got that one kind of in the go here. And I've got this one in the go as well. These would be fun stocking stuffers, or you could stuff them into a journal or a notebook or a diary or whatever, and maybe write about something special in these little books. Like I said, I'm not going to take the paper cutter out. I'm just going to work with these offcuts here, and we'll just do kind of a little crafty chat. Again, don't really know exactly. I like the size of this, the way it relates to this notebook. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of fold this out and kind of cut around here like this. I should probably put my glasses on. Yay! I have to tell you a funny story. The other day, Chris was doing some up-close work, and he just absolutely refuses. He's 52. He is 11 years younger than me. Now, I've been wearing reading glasses for quite some time, but he just refuses to wear them. And he broke down and he went, "All right, where's your reading glasses?" And so I handed him my reading glasses, and he said, "Oh my gosh, it's a whole new world." I was like, yeah. He holds his phone like down at his knees to kind of try and see it. I mean, he's very adamant about not wearing glasses, not wearing reading glasses. And so he was very funny. It's a whole new world. And I'm like, yep, it sure is. When you can see again after everything being super blurry for some time. But anyway, that's a funny story. All I'm doing here is just picking up paper and kind of using this as a template to cut it, and then I'll fold it, and I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thought I had another one. Totally thought I had another. Oh, there it is right there. 6. I'm making 6 of these little notebooks. So we'll just toss that in there. Just like this. See, it doesn't even have to be the same size, right? It can just be kind of a wonky size. And then I've got these tiny bits right here that I'm putting to one side because I think those would make nice bookmarks. So I might use them in a even tinier version of this. I think think I might just glue that right there, and that can be like a belly band. That'd be cool, right? I'm gonna grab a couple of my favorite things lately has been this C's liquid adhesive, which I've kind of looked everywhere for this and I can't find it. So I feel like this is maybe something old that, you know, maybe one of my awesome happy mail ladies sent along to me. So I'm just belly band this. Belly bands are awesome, aren't they? I'll put that there. I feel like it could use a little something on top. So maybe this. I don't want this to be too like cut out-ish looking. I think with this, I'm going to use another of my favorite things, which is a Dick Blick glue stick. I think I just like to say it. It's creamy and it's smooth, and it's a Dick Blick glue stick. And then maybe one more scrappy bit. Kind of dig that mushroom right there. I hope you all really had a very fun Halloween. We had 10 trick-or-treaters. Made me really super happy. I have had the blues lately, so it was very nice to have a few little trick-or-treaters come by. Alright, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay. I need to put this one somewhere. Got this. How about this right here? There we go. Alright, you know, I should probably kind of do that. That might be helpful. So now I've got 3 of these. That there. This one here. And I think this one, you know, we can do a little decorating too. Let's do something like that. I do want that to be a tiny bit neater. And it's a glue stick. And stand up to see where, oh, jeez. The video gods are with me. Actually, sort of in frame. So these little journals could be stocking stuffers, like I said, or something, you know, to put in someone's pocket, you know, maybe filled with love notes, a lunchbox, stick it in a pocket in a junk journal. It's a great way to use like half images and offcuts and just, you know, things that you would typically throw in the trash. And you guys know how I like the abandoned, the orphaned, the scrap. I dig things like that. Let's do that. That's pretty too. Make that into a belly band as well. I'd love to know what you guys have been up to. I'm really out of practice with making videos. I haven't done a video like this, you know, a crafty thing, in a really, really long time. Now, just to denote that that is a belly band, let's do, you know, this would be a very nice little project for, you know, couch potato, like just sitting on the sofa watching the ball game, or that F1 race, which I'm currently missing because I was working on some things upstairs. Kind of missed the F1 race. I'm just looking for something to slide. Oh, that's perfect. Do a little pumpkin. And now I like that, so I'll probably do another one of these. Okay, how many do we have here? I think I was going for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't get them too fat because then they're really hard to punch through and bind. And I thought we would do that while we're sitting here too. Maybe 7 is going to be about it. Let's kind of go for 7. So if we get 7 sheets, that's 14 pages. And that's a nice round number. All right, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a couple more here. Wonder if I can. I think what I'll do here is do a pocket like that. That'll be fun to stick in there, won't it? And glue here. We're going to have such a nice week next week. It's going to be warm. And we've got a whole week of winterizing the house to do. Clean the gutters. Put the plates, you know, back on the vents of the house. I took them off for the summertime, so to put them back on for winter. Once upon a time did bubble wrap on my windows. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I did not do it last year. It really did not affect the power bill all that much, but you know, if you've got a really chilly room, the method is to get a spray bottle, spray your window pane with the spray bottle, and then stick on bubble wrap, you know, the flat side to the window. And you guys, I mean, it really does make a room warmer. Kind of amazing. But we have a ton of windows, and they're old windows. This house was built in 1949, and some of them are kind of cracked, and I ended up throwing away all of the this is the cover, so I'm just kind of eyeballing this. I ended up throwing away all of my bubble wrap that I had cut and used for our windows over the past few years because it was kind of tatty and falling apart. So It wasn't the fun kind of tatty either. They were looking pretty bad. There we go. I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't put anything snazzy in. Oh, yes I did. I put the pocket thing in there. So let's put a few things in the pockets. Just to let people know there's a pocket there. This. And this. So we used up all those little scraps that I had right here. All right, so that's 2. I like this project as a, a coffee project in the morning. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave everything out here and have my morning coffee up here tomorrow. I have been staying downstairs because we do not currently have a heating system in our house because it is on back order. It's on a, like a container ship. My guy is keeping me updated and he's like, we aren't getting anything. And there's a labor shortage. He cannot find people to install the units. There's a labor shortage. It's quite kind of serious problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more here. It's really just unfortunate that folks are just not choosing to work, but that's I practice this just kind of quiet understanding. I don't understand a lot of things, especially the world as it is right now. It's super confusing to me. So just try to kind of, do my daily meditation. And I was having a lot of fun, like riding my bike and doing hardcore yoga. And then I got shingles and kind of could not, haven't been able to do that. And it's been about 10 weeks now. But I'll get back there. I'll get back there. Again, this is the cover. I'm just kind of measuring this. You can see how kind of random and haphazard these little scrapbooks are. We'll get this one done and then we'll do some binding. Maybe one of these days we'll get back around to some fun chippies and, maybe things will get better. I'm sure they will. Sometimes it just takes time. I think with this, I'm just going to make it into, I could do a little pocket, but I think it's a little tall for that. But I'll just do that anyway. So this glue I really like because it comes out really thin. And it's also like super sticky. So hey, if you guys know where to get this, please let me know. I looked on Amazon, but I did not see any. I really like it a whole lot. How are we doing with the time change? I've been up since 2:30 this morning. Gosh, I'm confused. My poor doggies are also Hungry. I can't say that because Mia is lying over here and she can spell. She knows the word. I do think that Seuss knows the word park now. And he even knows it when we spell it because he gets so excited. But I totally think that we can spell P-A-R-K and he hops down off the sofa and goes crazy. Isn't that sweet? That you can give a dog a good life and take him to the park. And the other night it was like 27 degrees in Louisa, which is where we got Seuss, our bloodhound, in March from a farm in Louisa. And there were like 20 dogs there. It was a lot of dogs. And we were watching the weather, and it was 27 degrees in Louisa. And I said, oh my gosh, Seuss, you would not have done good out, in that kennel at 27 degrees, because at that point he was lying in front of the heater and his legs were all sprawled out and he was just warm and snuggly because he had just had his supper. It's such a wonderful thing to give a baby a home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we've got 7 there. All right, let's bind these babies. And then, you could, if you're making them for gifts or whatever, you could, you could snazzy up the covers, or, you could do this in a Sunday school or something and allow people to, just bring in a bunch of scrap paper and do like a mini format, because a mini format's just fun. It's really fun to work that way and to, just kind of see what you can do. So let's bind these babies. For binding, I am going to use my handy dandy needle that Miss Cheryl sent. Just some very plain embroidery floss right here. I've got my pokey tool. The next thing that is imperative is my face cloth or washcloth, and it's like I've explained, this isn't dirty, it is stained, because I have used this since I very first started, making little journals like this, and that's been, I think it's been 7 years. It's really been a long time. All right, so we're gonna bond. The best thing to do when you bond is, now a lot of people do this different ways. Some people will put a paper clip here. Some people use binder clips. We're not going to do that. I am going to be super careful, kind of stack my papers, kind of eyeball it, see where we are here. And then the idea is to kind of press down sort of really hard in the center. And then we're going to take, I'm doing it wrong. Always thread your needle first. I always forget that. Let me show you how I remember it. I'm going to cut. I'm making 3, 1, 2, 3. Because you don't want to be threading the needle after you punch. After you punch the holes, even if you've got a paper clip and you're holding your papers in there, trust me, you don't want to do it. And this reminds you, got it. I have been having to use like mind tricks. I can't, it was very funny. My sister said, well, what are you having? We were on the phone. She said, what are you having for lunch? And I was like, I do not know. I have to go down and look on the menu. She was like, what? I said, I've been so scattered that I have to create a menu like weekly because I'm just not like all together. And so at the end of the conversation, she said, did you remember what you were going to have for lunch? I said, yes, we're going to have grilled cheese sandwiches and soup today. She was like, I wish I could do a menu. I'm like, I hope you never, ever have to do that. I hope you just wing it and have fun with it. All right. Now, I'm going to eyeball a middle thingy here. Punch, punch, punch. So we've got 3 in there. Pick up your needle. I want my binding to not be evident on the outside of this little book. So, and you look at this like a figure 8. That is a Jenny belly trick. Jenny's got some new content. Can't wait to get caught up on it. All right, so you're going to want 1 string this way and 1 string the other way. So, like that. You know, you've got a fun, pull it tight, not too tight. And give it one more little tug. And then I like to do 1, 2, just like that. And you've got a nice, sweet little book. Gosh, you could slip it into a pocket. 3 by 4, wee tiny. All right, so we've got 1 done. Let's do this one. Look, I have to thread the needle. There we go. That there. Take this off. You know, just kind of eyeball your pages. Get them kind of straightened up here. Kind of evened up. Look for any overlaps. I can see that this little middle piece of paper here is a bit big. So I'm just going to pick up my scissors and trim that baby down a little bit. These are so simple and really satisfying because you can do a bunch in one sitting. And you know, sometimes, you know, you just gotta feel like you're accomplishing something. You know, I think we all kind of hit those spots in life where it's like, you know, you feel like you're walking through mud from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, and you know, and then it goes from mud to quicksand, and then it goes from quicksand to water over your head, and it's like, geez, okay, let me up, I've had enough. 1, 2, 3. It's a really good thing to kind of hold these, you know, because you don't want to, don't let them go, because then your holes get kind of misaligned, and you don't want that. Uh-oh. Yep, that's right. So if you want the tie on the outside, you start on the outside. If you want to tie on the inside, you start on the inside. I think we're all like kind of looking for scrappy projects for this time of year. You know, we could use this as a little scrappy gratitude journal for November. I don't think I punched that quite good enough. There we go. So just a very fun, scrappy project. Perfect with coffee or a glass of wine if you're so inclined. I have not had a glass of wine in such a long time. And there we go. And do a little flip through here. Fold out index card, scrappy bits, a belly band. That was fun. Okay, and one more, and we'll call it a crafty day. Crafty day done. Crafty Sunday. I'd love to know if you guys make these. Again, this is a micro size. Micros were kind of just coming on the scene when I stopped making Midori inserts and moved to flow journals, and then from flow journals to art supply books, and art supply books back to we're back to the beginning, back to Midori inserts. I'm wondering if I think that's okay. I don't know. That's that long like piece of paper here. I think I'm gonna even that up. There we go. And we've got our needle threaded. 1, 2, 3. Oops, I felt it move. 1, 2, 3. Totally felt it move, so I mean I felt my papers moving, so hopefully it'll be okay. If it's not, it's a hot mess and you just gonna start all over. But that's okay. Life is a hot mess, isn't it? Sometimes. I'm in a season where it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, friends. Okay. Oh, shoot. See, I just let it go again. Let's see if we can get it laced up through there. Okay. You see what I did? I let it go. So I am gonna do my best to thread through here. I don't think I can do it. Okay, that's one. I think I'm just gonna have to kind of line it up again. There we go. Kind of punch it that way. This way. Yay! We fixed it. And I didn't have to start all over. Hoorah. Okay. Sometimes you have to kind of wiggle your papers a little bit. You know, just to kind of get them straight in there. So there we go. We have made some sweet little micro scrapbooks. Perfect for gift giving. Perfect for craft and coffee sessions with your friends. So, there we go. It was nice to hang out with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll give this a try. I will talk to y'all soon. Take care. Have a fun